Mickey's Parlor and Sky Pilot Productions present Jerry's Place with your host, Jerry Gardner, bringing you closer to your community. And now your host, Jerry Gardner.
Good evening. Welcome to the program. Yes, this is Jerry. Wearing a red hat, yes. And you haven't seen the rest of the program yet. We are here to have a good time tonight. Can we get a close-up of this plaque, please? I just want you to see. Now, this is a strange organization, to say the least. Okay? I am surrounded by women. My God, I must have died and gone to heaven. Anyway, I want to introduce you to the Red Hat Chameleons, and I want to thank you for coming here tonight. Yes. And with your kind permission, I'm going to, it's so hot out. Anyway, I'll put this down here. Whew! Anyway, we're going to find out a little bit about the Red Chameleon. Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
Very well, thank you.
Good.
Thank you for having us.
Oh, Connie, I've got to do this just out of being silly and funny. Oh. Anyway.
Well, now, Jerry, I have to tell you right away that is one reason we don't hug. We do shoulders
Absolutely.
like this because we don't have room with the hats. Now we've got it all.
Now we've got it all. Okay. On to business.
On to business now.
Okay, we have Connie Duda, Joan Delago, all right. Nancy Potter, okay. Any relation to the guy that's in the movies? No, okay. And Marge O'Keefe. And she's got a book that she would like to show you in a few minutes. Now, who is the founder of the Red Hat Chameleons? Raise your hands.
Well, it's a Sue Ellen Cooper.
Okay. Can you tell us about her?
Well, Sue Ellen came up with this idea when it was one of her friend's birthdays. And basically it was based on a poem that's called Warning by a Jennifer Josephs. And it told about women who reached the happy age of 50 and were happier because of it. In other words, they were going to have fun. And all the things they couldn't do, they could now do totally uninhibited. And so
Can I join? Go ahead.
And anyhow, it was one of her friend's birthdays, and just for the fun of it, she had read this poem and said she thought she'd do something very unusual for her friend. So she bought her a red hat and gave it to her with the poem as a birthday gift. And everyone in the party enjoyed it so much, when the next friend became 50, they did the same thing and said they should wear something weird with the red hat, which was the purple. And it caught on, and it caught on, and it just grew.
It started in 1998.
It started way back in 1998 or 97.
Oh.
And it has
That's
grown.
not such a long time ago.
No, but it is enormous.
And it's grown to, can I read you a few facts?
Absolutely.
There are now 19,049 chapters.
Of women wearing that color?
In the Red Hat Society.
Uh-huh.
And it's all over the states, Florida having the largest number of chapters. And countries with chapters are 20. Canadian chapters are 385. And the most distant chapter is Australia with 12 chapters. The most common chapter name happens to be the Red Hat Mamas, 545 chapters, which we thought about, but then we decided we'd go to the Red Hat Camellias instead. That's kind of the beginning.
Why red and purple? To me, they go fine, but maybe I'm colorblind. I don't know.
Well, I guess most women, I don't think, would put that together. Maybe not. Maybe they would. I don't know. We did. We're here.
We're adjusting.
What did the restaurants and other places see when you start piling into, walking into this
An example last Thanksgiving, I was in Michigan visiting our daughter with the family, and we did take them out to a lovely restaurant in a very large hotel, and there were several tables of Red Hatters away from us, and everyone just went, "What are they?" I said, "I can tell you all about it. Don't worry about it. They're the Red Hat Society," and that's the way they've been all over, and it's just growing, and we love it. Our whole aim is to have fun.
I'm going to give you an opportunity to come on this program anytime you want to.
Next week?
Got me there.
Plan ahead.
I think after someone has observed a very strict and obedient way of life, needs to do something
Like this.
like this.
You are so right.
I haven't found mine yet. I haven't found mine yet.
Well, we offered you the red hat.
I know. Well, hey, I'll always be wearing the red hat. Anyway, so I don't trip over my own self. Who had the notion to start this organization?
This chapter?
Yes.
Our vice queen, Joni
did,
DeLago,
did.
she instigated the whole thing. She and a lot of help with Nancy Potter, right there.
We were out in Nova Scotia last year, and there was a group of Red Hatters, and I said, come on, you have to meet the Red Hats, and they all looked at me kind of strangely. But I brought some of the girls over, and they put a red hat on Nancy and took pictures, and they just brought us right into the fold. So when we came home, we decided we would start a group. And Nancy and I talked about it and decided, yeah, this would be a fun thing to do. And then we called Miss Connie here and said, would you like to join us and be part of the starting organization? And she said yes, and then we met at Nancy's house, and Connie left the room by mistake. Excuse me, and Nancy and I voted, and she became Queen Mom.
You're the
So
leader.
she's afraid to leave the room, because every time she leaves the room, Nancy and I vote. And that's the majority, so.
You know, I can just picture you in a motorcade.
In a motorcade.
In a motorcade, you know, sitting in a beautiful limousine,
Oh, I'd like that.
going down the road and saying to your subjects, you know.
I'd have to learn that.
Yes.
Yes, okay.
Oh,
She
absolutely.
does
can
it
do
well.
that.
Yes.
She does it well.
I
Yes,
could
she
do
does.
that.
And I think she was a good choice. And then Connie's name is really Camellia, so when we were searching for a name, we wondered whether there were red camellias. So I think Nancy did some searching and found that there actually were red camellias, so we became the Red Hat Camellias.
And that was when I left the room, too.
We voted on that. What else did we vote on, Nancy?
I have an idea. We have such a crowd here tonight, and they're all on either side. I'm going to pass the microphone around and just give me your first name and where you come from, okay? That won't hurt a bit, I promise.
It's okay.
It's okay?
Yeah,
Go
that's
ahead.
great.
I'm Nancy from Pittsfield.
Okay.
I'm Marge from Dalton.
Louise from Adams.
Jean from Dalton. Betty from North Adams.
Sophie from Pittsfield.
Manuela from Pittsfield.
Bernie from Pittsfield.
Thank you.
Lillian from Rowe.
Lorraine from Reedsboro, Vermont.
Donna from Adams, Massachusetts.
Daryl from Pittsfield.
Peg from Dalton.
Marlene from Pittsfield. Barbara from Pittsfield.
Nancy from Pittsfield.
Doris from Dalton.
Thank you. Are you all having a good time so far?
Oh, yeah.
Are we all having a good time so far? All right. Okay.
You could see how diversified we are. We're from all over.
Which is what we wanted. We wanted to make new friends. And that was the purpose of it, so that we would make new acquaintances. And we have. And sort of become a sisterhood because you meet another red hat and there's all this excitement, like there's another red hat here, you know.
Someone who will step out of character to be themselves. Or
Exactly.
Be someone who you wouldn't normally be.
Well, I don't know about that.
We have had some training there.
Okay. There's a question here. The Red Hat Society. Now, can someone talk to me about the Red Hat Society? Or that's what we've been talking about?
That's what we've been talking about.
All right.
Yeah, that's what they decided to call it after they had, I think it was 2 or 3 chapters. It just spread like wildfire after that.
Seeing as I am not a woman, how do you get into or become one of the Red Hats?
Well, it's not easy, is right. Well, I'll let Joni tell you that one.
It's just a lot of fun. You need a group of ladies to start it and then bring in a number that you're comfortable with. We settled on between 30 and 35 because once the group gets too large, you don't have the same mixtures. People attach themselves to somebody, and we want to mix the group constantly. So when we go out to dinner, we don't sit next to our best friend. We draw a color code and sit at the table that's coded with that color. So we get to know everyone. And actually, it's not that hard to get in, except if you've reached your capacity, you know. And you don't want to go with 50 or 60 because the group is too large. You don't have that connection once it gets large.
And we do have a waiting list right now, which is
How many?
kind of waiting.
Yeah.
I think we have 3 or 4 waiting.
Yeah.
That would like to come in, but we're trying to keep it at this 30-ish thing that we came up with.
One thing
But
I
we
noticed
are-
that when you came in, I could see nothing but red. Anyway, yes.
But we are asking other chapters to join us on some of our activities. We have one particularly nice trip coming up in July.
Which is Marge's.
Marge, would you like to tell us about that?
Oh, wait.
We're going to Lake George, and it's on the 9th of July. And we already have about 30 people signed up. The bus is going to hold 57. And hopefully, well, we're going to invite some of the other Red Hatters to join us. And that'll be very interesting and a lot of fun. So we will start about 8:15 in the morning. The bus will pick us up, and we've got a beautiful day planned with the cruise and lunch and shopping and laughing and just having a ball.
Wonderful. All right. To have a good time, be a Red Hat comedian, yes.
We visited 2 restaurants. We had a tea at Connie's for our first. Our Queen Mom invited us to her home for a tea, except she only served coffee.
And a few other things.
And a few other things. And we've gone to 2 restaurants for dinner. And then we have a cookout coming up in June and a cruise in July. And it just changes.
How would you like to answer the phone?
How would I like to answer the phone?
You're on Jerry's place, you're on the air.
Okay. Hello?
Hello?
Hello. How are you?
We're great. Are you
You all look fabulous.
Oh, wow.
Not you, Jerry, not you. And Jerry, I must say the
That
scarf
is so
you're wearing-
nice.
The scarf Jerry's wearing looks very, very familiar. I bought it as a gift for one of the Red Hat ladies, and it looks like she gave it to you.
Oh, she gave it to me, all right.
She better not have. She's my mother. So my sister and I are here watching this wonderful show, and we know many of the Red Hat ladies, and Connie, you look fabulous, and Manuela, you always look great. But my mother, where is my mother? She
She's
must be
on my
sitting next
camera.
to Sophie. Sophie looks fabulous, and I can't see my mother.
Angie, put your camera up and down. Angie? Angie. Oh. She's got earphones on. She can hear directions, you know, in the thing, but she can't hear.
Where is she? There she is. Hi, Mom. You look so beautiful. Where's your little hat? They should give you red earphones. Hey, you all have a wonderful time. I think it's great.
Thank you
you.
very much.
And it's Christine, who is my mother's adopted daughter's birthday today.
Happy birthday.
And she wanted to know if the red hat
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Chris. Happy birthday to you. Only on Jerry's place.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
That's cute. Very good.
I wonder, wasn't it Will Rogers who said, I never met a red hat
That I didn't
who
love.
didn't matter?
Something to that effect.
To that
It's in the
effect.
book, as a matter of fact.
Is it?
Except
Yeah.
I can't check it that quickly.
Okay, you had a story to read, didn't you?
It was the original poem,
Yeah.
a warning. I was hoping we had a volunteer that would read it.
Volunteer.
You want to read it?
Why not? Go ahead.
Would
Yeah,
you like to read
no,
it?
go ahead. Queen Mom.
See what happens, and I didn't even leave the room.
I know.
Okay, this is a warning, and this is by Jennifer Josephs, and it kind of started this whole thing. When I am an old woman, I shall wear purple, with a red hat which doesn't go and doesn't suit me. And I shall spend my pension on brandy and summer gloves and satin sandals and say we've no money for butter. I shall sit down on the pavement when I'm tired and gobble up samples in shops and press alarm bells and run my stick along the public railings and make up for the sobriety of my youth. I shall go out in my slippers in the rain and pick flowers in other people's gardens and learn to spit. You can wear terrible shirts and grow more fat and eat 3 pounds of sausages at a go, or only bread and pickle for a week, and hoard pens and pencils and beer mats and things in boxes. But now we must have clothes that keep us dry and pay our rent and not swear in the street and set a good example for the children. We will have friends to dinner and read the papers, but maybe I ought to practice a little now, so people who know me are not too shocked and surprised when suddenly I am old and start to wear purple. And that's how it started.
I have never seen so many shades of purple in my life.
Well, you know, coming from the fashion industry, which Joni and I worked in a boutique for 25 years together, we found that purple and lavender and shades of both, you either loved them or you hated them. There was never an in-between. We never
are
found
all
anybody
growing
that...
to love it.
We never found anyone that said it was okay. It's either, oh, I hate it or I love it. Isn't that strange?
Yeah, but it's exciting.
It's true.
truly exciting.
Yeah.
We laugh a lot. We giggle a lot. We have a lot of fun. We were at a restaurant last month for dinner, and there was a family grouping there. And the gentleman kept asking one of the gals some questions, and then as we were getting ready to leave, I said to him, "You enjoyed us, didn't you?" And he came over, and he is a physician, well known in Pittsfield, and he looked at us and he said, "You know, I have thousands of patients, and I don't recognize any one of you, so isn't that wonderful?" You're a red hat, you're healthy.
Or don't take the time to get sick.
I know.
You travel a lot.
We do, as a group, or I do.
Who did you ever really come into some, I don't know how to put it, confusion? Like you're all coming in with red hats and these purple outfits, and how do they respond?
In awe.
Oh.
No, it's one.
They just are so interested to hear about us because we're laughing and we're having fun, and it's great. It's contagious.
How? You said that you had to be 50 to get into this.
No, you had to be 50 to wear the purple and the red. Under
Okay.
50, if you really want to join, you wear a lavender dress and a pink hat.
You're a baby.
Thank you. I try. I just, I think it's I want to ask every woman here tonight the same question. And I'm going to give the microphone, starting with you. Why did you want to become in the community?
Well, I was looking for social gatherings and a lot of fun, travel, and I found it with the Red Hatters.
Okay.
Well, I guess I just wanted to meet new people. I love new people, and it's so interesting to get into their lives and to be helpful to them if you can. And that's another thing that we want to be companions to each other, and if somebody runs into trouble, we want to be able to help them. And that's one of the reasons, I guess, but just to have fun and keep things light.
Okay.
Same reason, to have some fun and meet new ladies and have a good time together.
Good. All right.
To make new friends. Same thing, make new friends, do things together.
What do you personally get out of it? From, you know...
I enjoy these ladies. I enjoy the things that we do.
And, you know, the one thing that, you know, this could be contagious, this having fun thing here, you know. You could create mental health, you know what I mean? I mean, you could... Thank you.
Again, to meet friends, spend money and have a ball.
Oh, I bet you're the life at parties, aren't you?
Well, I didn't have the choices. The Mother Queen is one of my best friends. So she said, you gotta come, and that's all there is to it. So here we are, and plus I love to eat. So wherever we go, we're gonna eat.
And the Mother Queen is my best friend and called me in Florida and said, you must. So here I am. And I like to travel around, so I think it's going to be great.
I say the same as they all said, and I love to have fun, and I just love to act crazy.
I'm with you.
So do I. I enjoy it, too. I just like to be with people and have a good time.
Basically, it's the same. I like to have fun, and now we don't wear hats anymore into society, so I always wanted to wear a hat again, so now I'm going to wear a red one.
I just wanted to get out with all the nice women that I've met. I've met women from Connecticut that belong to Red Hats, and next year I'm going on a cruise with a whole bunch of them. We just out, we have a lot of fun, and I really enjoy it.
Nancy Potter talked me into it. She said, Peg, you like to have fun, and here's the place to be, people to be with.
It's a wonderful group. We have a lot of fun together, and it's just a wonderful society.
To have fun and meet new people. I'm new to the group, so I'm just starting to meet everybody now.
I also just recently joined the group, but I find it a lot of fun already, and I've laughed a lot tonight. And I found I like the color red at this time in my life, so I'm glad I've got a hat to wear.
Just enjoy people, and Nancy Potter is to blame for it. She's the one that got us into this, but we enjoy it.
If we, excuse
by
me,
all means.
if we could show you our scrapbook.
Yes, yes.
Well, I'm bits and pieces. This is what they call me, and my job is to get the photograph book together. So I designed this, and everybody's going to be helping me put the pictures.
Let me, no. You keep let me take the book.
Oh,
so I want to
okay.
get a real close-up of these here. If we can. And somebody will turn the page while I hold this. Thank you, Mother. Queen Mother.
That was our
If we
first
can,
gathering
okay.
at Connie's.
Queen Mother, we have a telephone call. You're on Jerry's Place. You're on the air.
Yes.
Hello, Jerry.
Yes.
That lady sitting on your immediate left looks like a much younger version of a lady.
Okay. I hope that was good, but...
I hope it was too, but in case it wasn't.
Thank you. Okay. If we can get a close-up of this book, please.
Okay, we're back to the initiation tea, so to speak. And it was just kind of a get-together.
Turn them a little bit slower.
Obviously, the red hats, we had a few that took them off.
These were, that was our first gathering.
Yeah,
And then
this
we
is at the
had dinner.
at the restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
Taconic, I think it was. Can we
Yeah.
mention the name?
Yes.
Okay, it was at the Taconic. And that was a full restaurant at the time, and people did come over to us and ask what it was all about, and we enjoyed telling them.
Oh, and we stood outside and sang, and all the cars went by and tooted.
Yes, there is
They
that
all
little
waved to us,
song and
which
that little
we
red sheet.
didn't bring, but
Yeah, the little red.
we were afraid you were going to ask us to sing.
Sing it.
Show's not over yet, dear.
we
But were
sing off
standing
key.
out- we were standing out there singing, and the cars were tooting and waving.
And then the next one, we.
Can we get in there as tight as we can, please?
There,
I don't want you to miss any of this.
I haven't either. We went out to the new Hunt Club, and that was interesting. That's the old 1896 house.
You're on Jerry's Place. You're on the air. Welcome.
Jerry,
Yes.
I'm familiar with many of the ladies in the Red Hat Society, and particularly Marge O'Keefe and Nancy Potter, and I think they're doing a wonderful job, and thank you for having them on.
Pleasure's all mine. Thank you very much. Ladies, give yourselves a hand.
I also should explain that what we've done, and some of the groups have done, is each month a different lady takes over as hostess of a gathering. So it doesn't get mundane that we're doing the same thing that, for example, I like or Connie likes. Everybody gets a chance to do what they like, and we all go to their gathering. So it's different every month in a different
I've
location.
got to ask this question. What do you do?
Oh,
Other than...
have fun.
in what way? I mean, you play cards.
No. No, we
We
just...
can go to the casino, though, and we can go to the concerts.
We're
very good at the bar.
Speaking of bars...
We've only had, 4 months? So, right.
Would you please repeat the joke or story that you did in the green room about... no, I'm serious. It's a very cute story. Go ahead.
Because she said bar.
Yes, absolutely. I cannot let you get away without saying that. And no one will take offense at this. I guarantee you that. It's cute. Very
It
cute.
is cute?
Yes, it is cute.
Okay, we're at a bar, and this gentleman comes in, racing, goes up to the bartender, and very quickly says, 10 shots, right away. And the bartender's in a hurry. He's in a hurry. So the bartender pours 10 shots in a hurry. And he says, why do you want them in such a hurry? And the guy is drinking them down. And he says, well, if you had what I had, you would be drinking them down quickly, too. So the bartender said to him, and what do you have? And he said, 50 cents.
I bet you he was shown the door of the class.
Are you going to flip some more?
I got carried away. Okay, this is, oh, we've got our quilt lady.
Oh, yes.
It's a good time to stop.
Okay.
Okay, Daryl, you're
Right. Daryl, could you show your quilt? Daryl made this. Isn't that beautiful?
It's just beautiful.
Oh, wow.
How long did it take you to make it, Daryl?
Oh, just a couple of days.
A couple of days.
Isn't it gorgeous?
It's beautiful, and some of the ladies have bought them. It wasn't
And ordered
planned,
them.
but they've ordered them because she did such a beautiful job with it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we even have talent in our chapter.
We do.
I'm almost afraid to ask what kind of talent that you have.
Well,
I've got a question, and I'm going to get to everybody, if I dare. Your hobby?
dancing.
Travel.
Casino?
I like that too.
Well, it's a cushy job, but someone's got to do it. Okay, pass the microphone around so that people can hear you.
Well, I like to go to Foxwood and Mohegan.
Okay.
I like to travel with Joan DeLago on her bus tours.
Ditto.
I didn't know there was such a thing as ditto.
Casinos.
Travel.
Quilting. Travel.
Travel, baseball, Saratoga.
Golf. I like the casinos too.
Girls, why don't you cheer up a little bit? You know what I mean? Thank you. The things you like to do and your hobby.
Reading is my hobby. I like to travel.
What's the best book that you've ever read?
The Bible.
Whoa.
It takes me right off the hook, doesn't it?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. All right.
I read a lot.
I do a lot of volunteer work, and I do a lot of hand work, and I like to travel and play golf.
Okay, that's fine.
I spend time with my grandkids. I read. I like to travel, and I especially like the casinos too.
I like traveling and reading. I like reading and traveling and working in my flower garden.
What's your favorite flower?
Stargazer lilies.
Lily?
Stargazer lilies.
So that's why you watered your hats the way you have. So it's flowers.
Love to travel, read, garden.
What's your favorite book?
My favorite
Book.
Gone with the Wind.
Gone with the Wind?
That dates me, doesn't it?
Well, I don't know. I like doing everything, but the most excitement I have right now is my 8-month-old baby. It's so much fun. But I like all the other things, too. The casino, the traveling, the dancing.
There's almost too much. Casino, bridge, poker, travel, swimming, whatever. I'll do it.
God, you and I answered with one word.
I know.
We have to think of more things that we do. Well, we love the red hats.
We do. The activities. Yeah. And we love traveling.
Where do you go when you travel? I mean, as a group-wise.
Well,
We just started. Yeah.
Well, our next trip is Lancaster. We're going to the theater there.
Yeah, but as a group, we're going to.
Oh, you mean this Red Hat group?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our first trip will be Lake George.
And then we have Saratoga coming up.
Yeah.
As a group.
And then in the winter we're even booked through December. We have Bright Lights, I believe, in Holyoke. Holyoke?
Yeah.
Bright
I
Lights.
think that's Sophie's.
Yeah. Sophie, Bright Lights? Bright Lights in December.
Now, some of these women have pretty odd names.
We do?
Yes. No. I mean, like bits and pieces.
Oh,
the titles.
Titles.
I'm getting a little worried. I thought Polly was here again.
Well, these were in the book. Actually, we have Queen Mother, Vice Mother.
What's your vice?
Pardon?
What?
Chocolate.
We have a hysterian, not a historian. Hysterian.
Where's the
Miss Nancy.
Hi, I'm with you.
We have an anti-parliamentarian, so that we don't make
I
any
bet you
rules.
can't say that one 3 times fast.
I bet I can't either. But that's so we won't make any rules, because it's not a ruly club. And we have our sergeant in gloves, which is a lady who enforces us to behave like ladies.
And you don't know that yet, gals, but we just voted.
She was in
Connie and I voted today because we couldn't find Nancy.
I'm getting even. And then, of course, we have our lovely Bits and Pieces lady, Nancy O'Keefe, who's doing a superb job.
Marge.
Marge.
And we have an email female.
Where is she? Is she here?
Yes, our email female is here.
Oh, hello there. Hi.
She's the only one who knows how to read the computer.
Okay, that's Betty LaHolt.
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
We got another phone call. Jerry's Place, you're on the air.
I want to know, Manuela said be Red Hat lady and have baby 8 months old. This wonderful thing. Wonderful thing. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Very cute. I was waiting for someone to pick up on that.
Are you still on the line? No, okay.
Thank you. That was
very astute.
Let's go back to the book.
Okay. There's the original quilt that Daryl had made. And this is still at the Hunt Club. And then next month we'll have pictures of tonight.
Yes.
The picture that goes in will be of Jerry.
And Jerry and his red hat. And hugs and things.
And the nice thing is that everyone donates to the Bits and Pieces. So again, it isn't one point of
She gets all the money?
No.
Oh.
She gets all the pictures.
She gets all the pictures. But it isn't one point of view, which is what we don't want to have. We want to have everyone's point of view. And even in the photography, it's, you know.
Who takes the photography?
Everyone.
Everyone?
Everyone takes it.
Would you like to take a few snaps?
I can't believe he has nothing to say.
I'm trying to think of a word.
That's good, Connie.
I wasn't thinking of snaps. I was thinking about something else. Anyway, what do you do when you're not
When we're not?
being crazy? You know, this is good. This is good, and this is healthy.
Well, we're responsible people, actually.
Oh, nuts.
We're caring
some
people.
people are
Yeah.
still working. Most of
Yeah,
us
a lot
are,
of them are working.
semi,
Mhm.
are doing, you
And
know,
we're
some
involved
things.
in community affairs. I know church, many of us are involved in church affairs, community affairs, the arts, traveling, house,
And they all have
home.
diversified backgrounds. There's nurses, teachers, you know, hairdressers,
Business
boutique
people.
owners.
Okay,
All
okay.
right. Which makes it interesting because we didn't all do the same thing and we're not all doing the same thing. So we get to, you know, share what we're doing with everyone. And it's fun.
Who here paints?
Artistically?
Artistically, yeah.
Not me.
Close, okay.
That was good, Dara.
The horse riding.
Was somebody horseback riding?
I don't know.
Is that what you...
I'm just picking out topics that I thought that. Do you have something more that you would like to share?
Well,
I hope so.
There is an ode that the original instigator of the whole thing did write.
By all means.
So if that's something that'll give you a little rest.
Okay.
A poet put it very well. She said, when she was older, she wouldn't be so meek and mild. She threatened to get bolder. She'd put a red hat on her head and purple on her shoulder. She'd make her life a warmer place, her golden years much golder. We read that poem, all of us, and grasped what she is saying. We do not need to sit and knit, although we all are graying. We think about what we can do, our plans we have been laying. Instead of working all the time, we'll be out somewhere playing. We take her colors to our hearts, and then we all go shopping for purple clothes and hats of red with giant brims of flopping. We're tired of working all the time and staying home and mopping. We order pies and chocolate fudge and rich desserts with topping. We crown ourselves as duchesses and countesses and queens. We prove that playing dress-up isn't just for Halloween. We drape ourselves in jewels, feathers, boas, and sateen. We see ourselves on television and in magazines. We laugh, we cry, we hug a lot. We keep each other strong. When one of us goes out for fun, the rest of us go along. We gad about, we lunch and munch in one big happy throng. We found the place where we fit in, the place we all belong.
Marvelous.
So she
yes,
did
by
very
all means. Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
That was by Sue Ellen Cooper, the founder of our
Do we
society.
still have that phone call, Pat? Okay, you're in Jerry's place. You're on the air.
Well, yes, you lovely ladies. I have one.
Well, thank you very much. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Go
Got
ahead.
something you want to tell us, Jerry?
No, no, no.
I would just want to comment on the fact that they're all so lovely. That, but Connie did say that they were all involved with church affairs and public affairs. And you might want to have the lady that loves the Bible show you that for the married ladies, you shouldn't be in affairs. Other than that, I love your group. My dad's a pastor. I have to pass that on to you and keep you on your toes.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
That was
Speaking
cute.
about the Bible, that's your favorite book, what's your favorite chapter and verse, if you have one? This should take a few minutes.
I don't think we have enough time.
You, I believe, like so many other people, have spread joy, laughter to other people who may not understand what it is to be let loose. A place to go, a place to be with, changing the situations, changing people's minds, you know. I can't see anybody that would join with a downside. But I imagine there are some downsides, but you have a way of lifting
I
up.
think most of our people are extroverts, I think. We have to work on the introverts maybe a little bit more.
Yeah. And everybody's had crisis in their lives, and that's why we, you know, when we gather, we try to laugh and be on the upside.
If you don't have a sense of humor, give it up.
You got it.
You give up.
You got
Because
it.
without the sense of humor, life can really drag.
Laughter is the best
Yes,
medicine.
it is. It is, truly is.
Jack Parr, I think.
Yeah.
Connie Duda.
After Jack Parr.
What's your favorite song? And I don't care if you date yourself with this one. I mean, I don't care if you go
Claire
back.
de Lune.
Whoa. Okay.
Do you know why?
Oh, I'm sorry. Why?
Because my husband proposed to me when that was on the radio. How about that?
How about that? Very nice.
That's
And
a beautiful song.
Think. I have to. It just doesn't come right out.
You have to think
I
about
have
it.
to think a moment. Yes. Ask Nancy. She knows.
She knows.
Your favorite.
Tell me what I like.
What kind of poetry do you like?
Oh. Something beautiful. Beautiful. Tear-jerking. Sentimental. Sweet.
Oh, you like Edgar Allan Poe, huh? Okay.
Yep.
That's nice. Mhm.
Well, I like trees. I mean, Joyce Kilmer didn't do bad.
No. Didn't they make a movie out of that?
I did not see it.
Anyway, we have another phone call. Yes, you're on Jerry's Place. You're on the air.
Hi, Jerry. I just wanted to say how lovely you ladies look. And Connie, you are ravishing. And you have a fan out there. And I do have one question. Connie, if you can answer this for me.
I'll try.
Can you be a red hat lady if you're colorblind?
I think you guys are all ganging up on me. We certainly would take care of that, by all means.
Okay. And you all look lovely in red. I do have one other question. I believe there is a lovely red hat lady behind the camera. Jerry, you didn't ask her what her hobbies were. Do you think we can get her on? You can get her on camera so we can take a look at her and listen to what she likes to do in her life?
Why not?
Okay.
Why not? Sure. Angie, what are your hobbies, hon?
I have many hobbies. My main hobby is duplicate bridge.
Bridge?
Yep. And counted thread cross stitch.
And you can have your head back.
Oh, she is
But
adorable.
I'm going to sit here with my little fluffy bear.
Do you need the mic? Does she need the mic?
Okay. And what are your hobbies?
Counted thread cross stitch and duplicate bridge.
And crocheting
Well, crocheting.
and having lunch with your
You
lovely
got to have
daughter.
your own show.
And homemade pasta and ravioli.
And homemade pasta and ravioli.
And taking care of your family.
And taking care of my family. And I joined the Red Hat ladies so I could learn how to spit.
Oh,
Because this
you
is
know,
one of
that's
the
a little
things-
tacky now.
No, it's really not.
Just
because
don't spit in the wind.
In the poem, it says, and if I want to spit, I'll spit. And I never did that in all my life. And I
Spit.
still don't know how to spit.
Okay, well, why don't you try it? Oh. No, you can do better than that.
I have to go back to camera.
Okay.
But I have to show you my little fluffy bear.
Can we get a close-up of this little creature here?
Maria, do you
Good.
have it?
Is that a red hat lady bear?
It's a Red Hat lady bear.
Oh, that's adorable. That'd be something that maybe your daughter would love. You know, the one that's a bear collector?
Yeah, she's a bear
Enjoy, ladies. You're lovely.
That's
Bye
cute.
now. Thank
you. Thank you.
I think we like to meet.
Marie,
Yeah.
she's on camera 3. What's your story? What's your hobbies? Marie? You? Yes. What are your hobbies, hon? Yes. Can you come over here for a minute? Just leave your camera there.
Oh, my hobbies are raising our 2 children, a son who's 16 and a half, and our daughter who's 18. And I guess my main hobby is going to be getting used to having her go off to school in the fall.
Wow.
Too touching for me.
Yes, it is.
But I like to knit, I like to crochet. I have 20 little children in front of me all day. So purple and red is nothing new to me. I teach first grade, so this is great color combination.
Thank you, Marie.
Thanks, Marie.
I did not say in the beginning of the show to hello to Marianne and Ralph. I hope you're doing well, and I hope everything is going smoothly. I'll bring you a tape of this later on. And there was something else that I wanted to say, but do you have any more that you would like to share?
No, just to thank you for having us. I know we've all enjoyed it. It's been an experience, and we thank you very
Oh,
much.
you don't know what kind of an experience you will have once you get off. Yes.
And you need to film us when we're not on camera.
You've got to see this. Aunt Ruth, I'm going to send you a picture of this, a copy of this. I want you to look at my wife, Jean, who is wearing a red hat, and she is now red hat woman.
Oh, she just came in?
Yep.
Oh, welcome. Welcome.
And dear, what are your hobbies?
Number 1, work.
Number
4 hours a
day.
Skiing, swimming, clothing, stamps, coins.
And taking care of Jerry.
Jerry takes care of me.
What about your the company that you have started? I want you to mention that, please.
I have a company. I have a company that is called Free Lending Medical Equipment, and we have helped 14 families now in Berkshire County. What we do is if you have wheelchairs, beds, walkers, canes, test kits, people call me up, I come and pick them up, and when someone needs it, they call me and I deliver them to them. And thank God we have helped 14 families as of the last 3 months.
That's wonderful.
Very nice.
She started this, I don't know how long ago, and we didn't know, it actually started here as an introduction, and I had no idea what I was going to get into. I mean, because she did it live, you know, and then we did it up in North Adams, and we gave the telephone number and the email. In fact, we have an email lady here. Do you want to give out your email address? No, never mind. Anyway.
Email and
Yeah.
your sister-in-law.
We have had a brand new electric bed given us.
Oh, that's wonderful.
To give to a woman who's going to be having surgery soon so that she'll be able to use an electric bed.
Wow.
My wife has been very, very blessed with people who have talked to her. They stop her in the hallways. She works with a girl who's in a wheelchair, and she picks up pennies all over the place. You know what I mean? She says, "Well, this is for Chrissy, and that's going to go for United Cerebral Palsy."
We donated $1,000 in pennies this year.
Oh, wow.
Picking them up on the sidewalk.
So if you happen to see her bending over, picking up something, you know it's got to be money. You know it's got to be money for that cause. She's in room 116 of PHS, and I'd have to say she's a workaholic because she can't get enough work done. And she's so glad it's daylight saving times now, so she can get some more work done. She leaves in the morning when it's dark, and she comes home back home at the same time. Pat, how much time we got? We got 5 minutes. I want to thank you, and I want to thank these lovely ladies for. Have you ever appeared on another show?
Television?
Yeah.
No.
Yes. I'm first again. I'm glad to hear that.
Okay, well, it's a first.
You will come back.
Thank you. I'm thrilled.
Absolutely, you will come back.
I'm thrilled.
This show exists for you. I find it a thrill and a pleasure to be able to bring you things that go on in your backyard, not just in the community, but your backyard. And I want to thank you for watching the show. You could be watching anything right now. And I thank you for all the phone calls that we got tonight. They were all very lovely. And these women, do you have any advice for the teenage girl? Or do you want me to leave the room now? No.
Teenage girl. I think the era we grew up in, where the teenage girl took pride in being who she was, part of her family, part of her community, part of her school, was modest, still fun-loving, and grew up to be a wholesome American girl like we remembered her. I think they should strive for that. It was a good time. It was a good time for teenagers. They survived.
Was a safer time, too?
Very safe, yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
More quieter time.
And they may think we're squares, but it was
Hey.
easier. It was easier. We knew what to do and what not to do, and we did it. And it worked out. It was good.
And rules are okay.
Yeah. Rules
Even
are
as Red
fine.
Hats, we do follow the rules. We just have a little fun along the way.
Yeah.
But there are rules.
Yeah.
Do you have any parting story that you'd like to share?
No, I just think that you should grab at life and enjoy it because the moments are so important and they go so fast. So take those moments and live every one of them to the best.
I think that's right. I think that's good. Ladies, you've given me a good time tonight, and I thank you for gracing Jerry's place. And you can come back anytime you'd like and share with me again. I like the way you're looking at me. Can I do something
I gotta
for
do
you?
this for Connie.
Okay. I'd like to say, we got 2 minutes. Okay. I think we're going to go out of the, I want to know, I am proud to be able to bring you the kind of entertainment, information, and all kinds of topics, if you will. I'd like to say another word, too. I haven't said it lately, but I'd like to say hospice. If you've had anything to do with hospice, if you don't know them, sometime you may get to know them. I would say they are the best organization God has ever created on this green earth, giving those people dignity, pride, and a sense of fulfillment. They're angels. I haven't met them all, don't have to, but the ones that I know that work for hospice are fantastic people. I just hope you never really need their assistance, but when it comes to it, you will be satisfied. I would say good night. God bless. Laugh once in a while and have a good time. Be a little nonsensical, you know, have a good time. Peace in Christ. And for Christ's sake, let there be peace. Everything you hear on television, all the bad news that you've seen, you've witnessed, the pictures you've seen, nothing new. There's nothing new under the sun. But I am here to show you maybe a brighter side to life. Good night. God bless. See you next time on Jerry's Place. Thank you.